This is the first video on reflections, but I encourage you to watch my other video on reflections before starting this exercise. It's quite interesting, I think. But in this case, if we start with drawing the lines of symmetry for each of the following shapes, the lines of symmetry is just about where you could place a mirror. So the obvious one is if you put the line straight down the middle here, it's going to be the same both sides. To get from here, you would count 3 squares to the mirror line, and then you repeat that the other side to get to here. So that's one test you could do, but you would have to do that for all the different coordinates to check. But you wouldn't need to do that in an exam because you can just see it a lot of the time. The next one is across this way. You could see that that's going to be the same either side of that line. But interestingly, you've got another one diagonally, so you could go through here and it would be the same both sides of that, and of course you'd have one going down here as well. So that's drawing the lines of symmetry. In an exam, you wouldn't get away with it drawing like this. You have to use a ruler or a straight edge of some sort. In the second example, you can see that you get the same thing either side down here. But, you know, if I tried to draw a line across the middle of the shape this way, it wouldn't make sense. Because to go from here to the mirror line is 1, but then to go back down here is 3. So that would not be a line of symmetry. So that one doesn't work. This only has 1 line, and this one in part A has 4. In the second example, it's asking us to draw the reflection of each of the following shapes in the given mirror line. The mirror line here is dotted across here. And the way we do it, again, is just counting squares. So from here to the mirror line is 2, and we keep going another 2 the other side of the mirror to here. For this one, again, it's 2 to the mirror, and then we count another 2 to here. When I say to the mirror, I do mean in the line that's perpendicular to the mirror. What I mean by perpendicular is at right angles. So this has to go at a right angle to the mirror. I couldn't count diagonally across, for example, here. I couldn't count down that amount of squares and then repeat it in this direction. So it has to be the amount of squares from here to the mirror, and then again in the same direction the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and another 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 gets to here. And you could sort of see that the other one is going to be here. Then again, using a ruler, you would join the points together to finish off the shape. In part B, you've got the mirror line here. 1 square to the mirror, repeat 1 square the other side. Here, 1, 2, 3, repeat 1, 2, 3 to here. This bottom one is 1 to the mirror, and then another one the other side. And here, it's 1, 2, 3 squares, and repeated 1, 2, 3. And it's really that easy. Then joining up the points gives you this. You could do this with tracing paper. If you drew that on a sheet of tracing paper and folded it along the mirror line, you could do that to check where your shape is. But I think that's quite a long way of doing it. I think it's easy to count squares